Hey internet friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay or LiJo, and today we're going to be speaking on where your personality type might be getting stuck. If you'd like to talk to me about this subject or anything else related to your life's journey, you can book a session with me below on Snug, and let us start this video. All right, so plain and simple, have you ever told yourself, I should do something, and you just continue not to do it over and over again? It's showing a lack of responsibility in a certain area, and oftentimes this has to do with our fourth function. Now, every personality type has functions 1 through 4 and 5 through 8 if you want to go that far, but as it relates to our fourth function, we are aware of it. We know we should, but yet again, we don't. And that leads to this stuck feeling that many of us experience throughout our lives. So what are the areas that you're saying, you know what, man, like I should really do blank, and you still don't do it? I really need to start on blank, but no results to match. And this is because our brains don't want to take responsibility for the actions, interactions of that fourth function. It's a muscle that is a little bit weaker, less developed, and though we have it, we don't like to flex it if we don't have to, even though sometimes we have to. So now what I'm going to do is go through kind of the different personality types, but really as it relates to the first and fourth function, the ways in which a person may be stuck of that type. Hopefully it'll give you some insight into some areas where you might be getting stuck, and then a kind of mindset shift to approaching it, doing it in the future. All right, we're gonna get started with the EPs. We're gonna be talking about the ENXPs first, NE first, and SI last. These types are often saying to themselves, I should really organize my environment better. I should really figure out a way to no longer lose my car keys. I should find a way to organize my certifications better so that I'm not accidentally expiring on these things that I kind of worked hard to do. I need to organize my paperwork a little bit better so that I'm not, missing these deadlines. ESXPs who have NI last, they might be saying things like, I really should just stick with this NI thing. I should stick with this direction instead of just changing because I'm bored. I should stick with the plan because it makes sense and I know results take time. Next, EJs, we're gonna do EXTJs who have FI last. Maybe saying things like, I really should do that thing that I care about more. I really like painting. I should do that sometime soon. I should go see grandma because she's old and I love her and I know she's not gonna be around for much longer. I should go see her. And our EXFJs who have TI last, they may be saying things like, yeah, I should really apply myself to that thing that's important to me. I should really work on that app that I thought of. I should really actually start doing that course I've been saying forever I'm going to take. And on to the IPs, we're going to start with the IXTPs. They're going to have FE last, and they're going to say things like, yeah, I should really care more about what people care about. But yeah, I should really care about what they value if I want my idea to be best positioned for acceptance and as a result, success. Next, we have the IXFPs, so they have TE last. They might be saying to themselves, I should really try to make this work for them. Yeah, I should try to make this work for them because I want to be genuinely helpful. Last, onto the IJs, we're gonna hit the ISXJs. So this means they're going to have SI first and NE last. They might say eventually, yeah, I should maybe think about changing my approach for this thing because there may be a better method available after 30 years. I should probably at this point stop my staff and patients from filling out handwritten forms because there is now technology that would make it happen faster. And last but not least, we have the INJs. So those are us who have NI first and SE last. We'll say things eventually like, I should really update this thing or experience. I should go to the dentist and get this filling replaced that I had fall out almost a year ago, even though it requires going to a brand new dentist because I haven't gone to one in 10 years, and filling out probably tons of paperwork and having to go through a new patient onboarding. I should still do it. I should really go and replace my vehicle because I have the financial means to, and my current vehicle has rusting holes in it. But the dealership is just so chaotic, but I really should go because it needs to be updated. A little bit of personal experience on those last two there. So first, what you want to pay attention to and identify a pattern with is your I should statements. They're usually pointing to your fourth function. I should be doing this. I know you should. You know you should. But are you going to do it? Debatable. So identify those I should statements first. The next thing you want to do is ask yourself, how can I do or how can I get started on this thing today? So what we're going to do is a little bit of a shift or kind of like a quick jump in. So when you're saying to yourself, yeah, I should really stop yourself there and say, okay, how can I get started on doing blank, blank, blank today? How can I do blank today? Because that feeling of being stuck is literally just being stuck. It's because there's no motion involved from going from point A to B because you just fail to take responsibility for it time after time. And you already know that. I'm not teaching you anything new by saying that. So it's identifying what those things are, identifying your own patterns and saying, how can I get started on this instead of I should today? So that's it for this video. I hope you got something out of it in identifying your I should statements. Pay attention to the words you're saying. You're having all of your own patterns come out every single day. It's quite fascinating and amazing. I think you're interesting, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye, internet friends. Fun fact, I just finished filming my third video, and it's about 100 degrees in here, and there's no AC. And I made it. I'm so proud of my sensory perseverance.